You don't notice it at first. Not with your eyes, but with your skin. Like the air just got heavier. Like something fundamental has shifted and no one told you. It starts like any other school night. You're hunched over your history textbook, trying to cram for tomorrow's test. Roman Empire, as usual. Emperors, legions, aqueducts, all blurring together. You've read about Caesar's conquests 100 times. Nothing new, nothing exciting. Then you flip the page and freeze. Not because it's scary, but because it's wrong. A full-color image. Not a sketch, not a diagram. A photograph. A Roman soldier, clad in armor, standing beside a modern fighter jet. Behind him, an F-16 marked with the letters SPQR on the tail, waiting on a runway near the Colosseum. The caption reads, Roman Air Command 52 BCE. You stare at it, expecting a joke, a glitch, but everything about the page looks real. The font, the layout, the tone. You turn the page again. It's gone, but the chill in your spine stays. The next day at school, it gets worse. Your history teacher puts up a presentation, The Aerial Strategies of Emperor Tiberius. On screen, maps of Gaul, littered with tiny airplane icons. Air bases, bombing routes. No one in class laughs. No one questions it, except you. You raise your hand. Weren't they using horses and boats? The teacher blinks at you, puzzled. They had air superiority. That's why they won. You studied, right? And that's the moment it clicks. Everyone else remembers it differently. Your friends shrug you off. Bro, Rome always had jets. You probably just missed that chapter. You go home and dig through your old homework. There, your project from last semester. Transportation in the Roman Empire. You remember writing about chariots, trade ships, dirt roads. But now it says, Rome's military strength lay in its early adaptation of jet propulsion and concrete airstrips. You stare at it for a long time. Because it's your handwriting, your words, just not your truth. You begin to panic. You Google photos of Roman statues. Some now were flight helmets. Old documentaries show Caesar boarding a stealth bomber. Everywhere you look, the past is rewriting itself. And everyone around you just accepts it. You try talking to your parents. Dad, remember when I used to pretend to be a Roman soldier? We had wooden swords. He laughs. Yeah, and you always pretended to fly the jet. Said you wanted to be a Roman pilot. Your heart drops. Because you never said that. Not once. But he remembers it. And not in a creepy way, in a fond way. Like he's remembering something real. Something beautiful. And for a second, you want to believe him. Then come the dreams. Roman legions. Flying over Carthage in perfect formation. Dropping fire from the sky. You see their faces, calm, calculated, terrifyingly familiar. And you wake up wondering, is that the dream? Or is this? You look at your hands. You try to remember who you are. And something inside you whispers, if everyone remembers the lie, does that make it the truth? You go back to school. Everything looks normal. Bell rings. Students chat. But you know now, nothing is the same. Today's exam evaluates Caesar's use of tactical bombing in the Alpine campaign. You don't write a word. You just stare out the window. And in the sky, a Roman fighter jet flies overhead. Smooth, silent, proud. The SPQR insignia gleaming in the sun. That's when it truly hits you. It's not going back. This world, this version of history, is permanent now. But you remember. And maybe that's enough. You walk to the teacher's desk. I can't write this, you say quietly. It's not real. He looks at you, not angry, not surprised, just tired. Truth, he says, is what survives the longest. You shake your head. No, truth is what we're afraid to forget. He doesn't stop you as you leave. No one does. And for the first time in days, you feel calm. Because even if history was rewritten, even if the past has jets now, you still have the feeling you had when it changed. And no one can take that from you. So tell me, if one day the world suddenly changed, completely, quietly, forever, would you notice?